My friends, thank you very much for inviting me to Johor again. It's always a pleasure to work with our keadilan or from Johor Selatan. Every year they organize this dinner so that they can have funds, enough funds to do activities. If you look at the booklet in front, it shows where your money will be spent. It is spent to help community activities in Johor Selatan. It is used to make sure that our keadilan office is running, that our young people are registered, that our Pakatan Rakyat message is sent out. This is a responsible party, keadilan. We account for every cent that is raised. I'm from Selangor. I'm supposed to be a young berhormat, exco some more. But I still hold fundraising dinner like this. Just like this tonight, last week on Sunday. Of course, not so many people. I did it in a small taman, but over 1,000 people came. Why do they still want to give money to a politician who is ruling in Selangor? Because they know in Selangor, keadilan, PAS, DAP are honest politicians. We don't take money. We don't take money from the people and put in our pocket. I can also show you how much I owe the bank. Maybe I have to hold another fundraiser. But it's very different from before. 2.5 years ago, first year, in the Barisan Nasional, UMNO politician. First year, change car. Second year, change house. Third year, change wife. And that's Barisan Nasional. That's UMNO for you. By fourth year, they'll be so rich, they have third cars, third wives, third houses. And this is why you hear about PKFZ. Do you still remember PKFZ? Now the newspaper very scared. Don't dare to write anything about it. You know how much? Do you remember how much it's going to cost us? 12 billion ringgit. 12 billion ringgit. And this is the project that our government many years ago also said, no need government funds. We will not take money from the rakyat. That's PKFZ. We hear the same tune 1 week ago when they talk about the 100-story tower. That symbol, the new symbol of Najib. 100-story. What did they say? It will not touch our money. Rakyat money will not be touched. We only will not touch the depositors' money. PNB is a private company. They will find their own money. If we allow this 100-story building to be built, my friends, all of us, including me, Tian Chua, your children, your grandchildren, will be paying, I guarantee you, at least 50 billion ringgit. We'll be paying for that building for the rest of our lives. Why? They say it's a private project. But PNB is not a wholly private entity. Who are the investors? Who are the people that are involved in PNB? It's a GLC. How did it come about, PNB? It distributes amanah saham to all. It started as a trust fund for poor people. How do I know about this? Because the whole concept of the trust fund was started by my Menteri Besar, Tan Sri Khalid Ibrahim. They are supposed to take the money from people from the kampung, orang dari kampung, orang dari desa, then also the public, and invest the money wisely so that every year they can give back to the people in the form of dividends. If this massive mega tower project fails, what are they going to give back to the people? To the people who live in the kampung, to the people who live in the desa, to us, the public who may have invested in Amanah Saham shares. This kind of project, there will be no bank, no investor would want to put their money in unless there is government guarantee. Just like PKFZ. They also said, no need money. We can buy the land, we can find our funds. But in the end, they needed government guarantee so that they can get the loans. That's how we got into trouble. And we can foresee this 100-story building is going to cost us another 100 years in debt. Say no to that! Can we do that? Yeah. In just 1 week, how many of you here have Facebook? Facebook? Any Facebook? The young ones got. Hassan Karim also got, I know. Also quite young at heart. Since budget last Friday, when this stupid idea came about, very stupid, people were so angry, but nobody dared to report it. So what did our young and courageous people of Malaysia do? They went on Facebook. They started this very interesting page called One Malaysia Against 100-Story Building. When they started, first day, it had something like 6,000 people clicking, joining the group. Second day, 12,000. And then it went on. By the fourth day, someone has reported the page to the holding company in the US, and the page was blocked. They blocked the page. Only, I bet you lah, only UMNO people go and report. Today, 7 days, just now when we were driving up, we were still checking. 7 days later, can you guess how many people have signed up? More than 100,000 people have signed onto the page. This is absolute public outrage. It is a symbol of everything that has been wrong in our country and that will go wrong in our country. It is not about whether it's 100 stories or 50 stories or 99 or 88, but it becomes a symbol. There's so many things absolutely not right about this budget, which was tabled on Friday. Of course, I think everyone also knows how come suddenly we have abolished tax, duties on many articles. For some reason, underwear is also included. Are they saying that we are too poor to buy underwear in Malaysia? Lipstick is also included. So if you look at the things, these are not what people are looking for. This is not what the ordinary Malaysian is looking for. We want to be able to live comfortably. It is not how many lipsticks we can buy, how many luxury handbags we can carry, but it is about how much rice is going to cost in Malaysia in the next few months. How much petrol is going to cost in the next few months. How much tax they're going to take from us in the next few months. And nobody realized, while everyone was protesting about 100-story buildings, they were laughing at making jokes about, cheaper underwear. Our sales tax has gone up by 1%, from 5% to 6%. So they give you luxury handbags. Suddenly, Louis Vuitton dropped by 50 ringgit. But they probably take from you throughout the year 100 ringgit from your sales tax. 1%. It doesn't look like a lot, but it actually costs all of us. This is another way to sneak in GST, goods and service tax. Many of you probably have worked in Singapore because you live so close or you have family working there. When you buy something, you have to pay tax. Everything from food, everything. Doesn't matter, you get discount. You have, at the end of the day, you have to pay the GST. If not for March 8, if not for the continuous support of the people for Pakatan Rakyat in almost all the by-elections since 2008, my friends, we too will be slapped with a 4% GST. Next year is going to be elections. We are all prepared. We can already see the signs. Even though it's a lousy budget, but they gave a lot of money to the Elections Commission, to SPR. Something like 255 million ringgit. This is an extraordinary jump. Either they expect a lot of the YBs, the parliamentarians, to also drop dead very soon, or they are getting ready for general elections. And we don't have much time. Last year, I came here and I've asked everyone to register to be a voter. Tonight, I say the same thing. If you have not registered, it only takes 1 minute. Who has not registered in this hall? Don't be shy. Okay? Put up your hand. Who hasn't registered? 唔使怕醜嘅，我哋會叫人過嚟幫你填 form 嘅，咁嘅意思。Okay, fantastic. Give yourselves a big hand. Everyone in this hall is registered. What about your children? Not so easy, huh? What about your children? Are they registered? Don't wait until they're 21. Okay, I have been 20, 21. Today I want to do something, next day I forget. And next year I'll forget even more. Even if they are 19 or 20, register them in advance. When they go overseas to study, or they go to Singapore to study, or they go and work somewhere else, you can submit it later. Our votes, our victory depends on your vote. And this is what Pakatan Rakyat is trying to say. Why are we so different compared to Barisan Nasional? Not just Selangor, not just Penang, or Kedah, or Kelantan. Because we are part of the Rakyat, and that is why we are called Pakatan Rakyat. We are no different, really, from everyone here. We have a job. We go to work. Our job is just a bit different. It's service-oriented. We make sure that we do well in our job, that we are responsible, just like everyone else. And we want to see greater democracy in this country. If we said the word democracy 10 years ago or 15 years ago, people would look at us and thought we were crazy. They thấy gì mà gọi là con乜là democracy, we understand. Now, everyone in Malaysia understands democracy, 民主, democracy, because we can see how a government that practices transparency, that practices democracy, how they function and how they consult the people, how they listen to the views of the people before they make decisions. And that's what's happening in Selangor.